This is our new product range for tunable white lights, including the LED driver, the wireless receiver, the LED lights, tunable LED lights, and all the sensors. I'll introduce them one by one. The LED driver is thin and is plug and play, so it's specially designed for cabinet lighting. Let's see how it looks like. This is the AC power. We can connect this C7 plug to the port and supply power for the driver. And from this side, you can see 4 DuPont connectors. They're connected to LED lights and inline sensors. These are another 4 DuPont connectors. They can also be connected to the lights and inline sensors. And from this side, you can see 3 ports. This is the DC port, so that we can connect high power lights to this port. And these 2 ports are used to connect mass control sensors. We can connect door sensors, motion sensors, PR sensors, or hand wave sensors to the port. It's mass control, which means all the lights connected to the driver will be controlled by the sensor connected here. Because we have 8 DuPont connectors, so that we can enable different control methods to the one driver, we can connect a wireless sensor or wired sensor to the same driver, and they can work at the same time. We can also connect monochrome lights or tunable white lights to the sensor, and they can work at the same time. And we can control all the lights at the same time, or we can use different ports to connect them, to control them individually. Moreover, we can connect sensor-activated lights, for example, door lights or wardrobe lights, to the port, and the lights can control themselves with their built-in sensors. So this is the powerful driver, and the power efficiency of this driver reaches up to 0.95, and it's globally certified. It's good for the global market. There is a special point about this driver is the DuPont connectors. It's different from ordinary DuPont connectors. As you can see, it's a little taller because it supports both polarities of the lights, which means we can connect the lights with left positive, right negative, or left negative, right positive lights to the same port. They can work very well in the same driver, in the same port. In some occasions, this is important for convenience. And the price for this driver is also quite attractive. Next, let's take a look at the wireless receiver. It's a tunable white receiver. It supports tunable white lights, and we can change color temperature with this receiver. It has 4 wires which are connected to the LED driver and get power from the driver. The reason why we have 4 wires is because if we have only 1 wire, we can get maximum 72 watt from the driver. And if we have 4, we can get maximum up to 200 watts. And on the top of this receiver, we can see there is a button. It's a parent button. We can press this button to pair with the sensors. And from this side, we can see 10 connectors for the connection to the lights, to the tunable white lights. This is the LED lights. It's tunable. We can change its color temperature. We have a lot of these tunable white lights with different specifications. But please pay attention, this is a 2-wire tunable white lights. Only these 2-wire tunable lights can work with the receiver. And these are wireless sensors. This is a touch sensor, this is a hand wave sensor, and this is a door sensor, dual door sensor, and this is a PIR sensor, we also call it motion sensor, and this is a rotary sensor. This is another rotary sensor. We can rotate to control the color temperature and brightness. The difference between these two small one and big one is this small one is attached to the wall, and this is a desktop rotary controller. We can put it on the desk and use it easily. Let's start with the touch sensor. First, we turn on the sensor. And now we can use the sensor to control the lights. First, we press it to turn on the light, and press again to turn off the light. And at the same time, you can see 4 buttons on the 4 corners. These buttons are brightness up, brightness down, cold white, warm white. Okay, let's try it. The light is getting brighter, and now it's getting darker. We can also go to cold white and warm white. So this is the touch sensor. And next, we can see this is a hand wave sensor. We can use the sensor to control the lights. Okay, we turn on the sensor. Now we can hover our hand over the sensor to turn on and turn off the light. And the same as the touch sensor, if you want to change the color temperature and brightness, you can also use the 4 corners on the 4 buttons on the 4 corners to do that. Okay, we can make it brighter, darker, cold white, and warm white. So this is the hand wave sensor. Next, let's try the door sensor. It's a dual door sensor. First, we turn on the sensor, and we can close 2 doors to turn off the light, and open 1 door to turn on it, and close 2 doors to turn off, and open another door to turn on the light, close 2 doors to turn off the light. And as the same as previous sensors, we can also use the buttons on the 4 corners to change its color temperature and brightness. Let's try it. Darker, brighter, darker, and cold white, warm white. Okay. Next, let's try the PIR sensor. First, we turn on the sensor. Because the sensor detects people around it, so the light is on. So I can put the sensor in front of me and I hide behind the sensor. After some seconds, the light will be turned off automatically, Let's wait for some seconds. Now the light is off. When I put the sensor in front of me and it detects my movement, the light will be turned on instantly. Let's try it. Now the light is on, very fast. Similar to the touch sensor, hand wave sensor, and door sensors, we can also use the four corners on the PIR sensor to change the brightness and color temperature of the lights. We can make it brighter and we can make it darker and go to cold white and warm white. Okay, so this is the PIR sensor. Next, let's try the rotary controller. Okay, we put the battery inside first. Now we can use the controller to control the lights. Okay, you can press it to turn on and turn off the lights. And then we can rotate to change the brightness. Rotate to right to make it brighter. Rotate it to left to make it darker. And also we can change the color temperature by pressing it and rotate it at the same time to make it go to cold white and warm white. So this is the rotary sensor. Next, let's try the big rotary sensor. You can see there are 5 icons on the surface of the sensor. They are power button, mode 1, mode 2, and switch button, and this is the indicator light. And also can rotate the sensor to change color temperature and brightness. Okay, let's see how it works. First, we can press this button to turn on and turn off the light. And we can press the left mode to go to the first preset mode and press the star to go to the second preset mode. And when we want to change the brightness, we can rotate the sensor to change the brightness. Rotate to right to make it brighter. Rotate to left to make it darker. And when we want to change the color temperature, we can press the switch button and rotate it right to go to cold white, and rotate to left to change it to warm white. And after 3 seconds, the sensor will automatically go to brightness adjustment when we rotate the sensor. And if you want to change the color temperature once more, you should press this switch button and rotate it. Also, we can use these 2 mode buttons to save your own mode. After you have selected the color temperature and brightness, you can press and hold this button to save the mode, and you can use it next time. Also, the second mode can do the same job. So this is the desktop rotary sensor. So this is the whole range of the tunable white lighting system. Thank you for watching.